Hey everyone, this is Reaper for another episode of Century Countess. I'm kind of upset. I was gonna do a get ready with me video. I did the video. I thought it was going well. I thought I had recorded it, but I didn't. And that upset me and has raised up my anxiety levels again. So I'm trying to calm down. I wanted to do a get ready / update video, but unfortunately that failed because my Chromebook is weird. So apparently after you record a video and you stop, you have to click on it in order for it to fully save. So all this really cool makeup that I did, all the cool stuff that I shared, gone. So I'm just basically going to be doing a sit and chill update with you. It's probably going to be shorter, and I'm not proud of that because the video that I had made that did not record was 31 minutes. Longest video I ever did, which was awesome. Super awesome. But of course you would miss the epic powder bowl, my foundation powder coverage powder falling on top of my black jeans and my shirt, so I literally looked like I just covered myself in flour. Anyway, I am going to go on to the live update. So been having a little bit of an anxiety and stress levels. I have been trying to get with my life coach for our monthly check-in, and I have been told they haven't been around. Sign-up sheet has not been put up at the front desk, and I have desperately have been trying to get a hold of them because you have to do your monthly check-in. You have to do your monthly check-in and to be required to live here. But for some reason, they keep saying they have not. This specific person has not been in. When I try to go see the other one, because they say if you can't see this one, if you can't see one, go see the other one. The other one hasn't been in, or the other one is just leaving. Finally, saw my assigned case manager yesterday. They were busy, and they told me to go downstairs to sign up. I do that. There is no sign up. So the alternative was to throw a piece of note paper at me. Well, not throw it at me, but basically give me a piece of note paper. I put down times and a day that I would like to meet up with this person. I wanted to yesterday, but like I said, anxiety levels got really bad. I needed to get out of there. And even when I went to front desk to let them know that today would not be possible, they said, oh, a whole bunch of chaos has happened. And right when they said that, I heard laughter upstairs. So if there was chaos going on, it must have been some positive chaos. So I did send them an email. I did send them an email saying that as soon as they told me to go downstairs, there was no sign-up sheet. There was a note for them for Pacific times. I have requested 11 a.m. Monday. Hopefully, I'll be able to see them. If not, I will call them and schedule a thing. I will even double check with the front desk about a sign-up sheet, and I will verify to them if they say sign up downstairs. I'm going to be like, what sign-up sheet? I've already gone downstairs. I've gone downstairs a few times, and there hasn't been a sign-up sheet. By the way, this is the same person who told me that they don't trust the front desk. So, and now you're asking me to go sign up with them for an appointment to see you. I'm not going to give any names. I'm not going to mention where I live. I'm not going to mention the name of the place of where I live. You know, for safety reasons, to avoid court things, because I want to vent. I want to vent, and I know some of them watch my videos, so if they see this one, sorry you're hearing this, but you guys gotta hear it, because seriously, something needs to be changed, and something needs to be changed soon. Instead of promising there's going to be change, do change. because I will be honest, at our meeting, we had a meeting that was mandatory that was made mandatory the day before it. We were told that we apologize, that the situations have not been very good lately, and the reason why is some of the people have not been trained. That includes management. Why are these people here? My energy was so low that day. There was no way I could say anything. There's literally no way I could say anything. When my energy is low, when I have just given up, I don't say anything. Because why use what little energy you have? Why waste that energy on something that obviously is not going to change? I have my ideas of why it's this way, but that would make this probably a 2-hour video and go straight into politics, which is exactly what we're going to talk about right now. Short version of it, I hate politics. I don't like involving myself in politics. People demand that I be in politics. Well, the people that I cut off that were crazy demand it. Anyway, the U.S. is losing the plot right now. And a lot of people have been planning to immigrate to the UK, have been planning to immigrate elsewhere, because let's just say the upcoming laws, the upcoming situations where people are going to be losing very important necessaries, or important necessaries are at risk of being taken. People are running away because assholism and stupidity is what's running the show now. And I'm sure our forefathers, all those historical people, George Washington, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, you name them, you name it, they're probably all rolling in their graves. And I guarantee you, if anyone contacted them on a Ouija board, they'd be like, revolution time, which I think is coming. Because, but here's the thing. What form of revolution? Will it be a revolution for us, where we stand up against these people that are basically putting the entire U.S. at risk? And that includes people who are disabled, people of senior age, people who are being discriminated for their sexual preference, their, being a transgender, being a certain ethnicity, being handicapped, or a certain age. They're all being attacked. And half the people that are supposed to be defending us have not, or they're stalling, or somebody hands them a nice cash out, and then they give them the power. At least that's what I understand when I was watching what little politics I watch, which I don't do too often. So yeah, the best way to describe how the U.S. is, I strongly recommend watching, what is that new movie? It was in my head, Desperate Living by John Waters. Mortville is our situation right now. Our leader is Queen Carlotta. Her henchmen are not leather daddies, but still have the same kind of dumbfound personalities as the ones in that film. Anyway, I ranted about that. Let's go to the situation that happened yesterday. So I had a panic attack because I couldn't see Crystal. There's one... Sorry, I didn't mean to mention names. There is 1 week left. I really need to see my life coach. So I'm hoping that they get the notification that was put in their mailbox, if it's still there. They know I'm coming down at 11. If they're not there, I'm going to go see about the sign-up sheet. I'm going to go email them again if there is no sign-up sheet. And then I'm probably going to call them. If not Monday, Tuesday. But before I call them, I'm going to see if the sign-up sheet's out on Tuesday. And if it's not, when I go up to their office and they say, go sign up, tell me where the sign-up is, because the sign-up isn't there. And if they say there is, I'm just going to flat out say, well, so-so told me there's not one there. I'll go nuclear after that. I will probably go nuclear after that. What is there to do? I've been trying to see this person, and every time I go downstairs to them, their office door is closed. I don't want to be rude and knock on their door, because I know when the door is closed, they're busy. There's something private's going on, and I'm not going to be that person that walks up to them, bangs on their door, because I'm not like that. But I feel like it's going to end up having to be that way, because it's like literally these people who bang on the door, who are disrespectful, seem to get what they need. And I'm very nice. I try to follow the rules. I have followed the rules. I have done everything since day one. And day one, before the modern day plague, everything was going okay. Everything was going to thing. People who were causing trouble, immediately out. But it's not like that anymore. And when you're informed that half the staff people have not been fully trained, yet you post them in positions still, and you don't, and they still have not been trained. Their training has been finished, yet you do it. To me, I feel like they do it just to fill in a body. They do it to fill in a position, to avoid getting in trouble. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. But they forget to make sure that the problem is resolved, which is these people are not trained. They need to be trained, because I will be honest, and this is not just me saying this, tenants here have tried to approach management saying, hey, this is the situation. And the response is, you need to take care of it yourself, when it's a management thing to take care of. I have spoken to my therapist / case manager at the place that I go to, which is not here in our building but elsewhere, and they have told me what they had said. That's not right. That is not right. And what they're asking is basically, you're giving the green light to inflict their own method of handling the situation towards the other tenant. So, and people have said that if they're ever in a situation, because they have been, but if they said that if they're ever in another situation and they're told the same thing, don't be mad at them if they decide they're going to cold cock somebody in the lobby and beat them till they're bloody. That's on our building staff. That's on our building staff. But anyway, going into something more. My last package was stolen the same day when I was trying to see my life coach. Good news. They caught the person on camera. Bad news, it's a guest. That guest hopefully will be barred. I've been told that there's a plan to have them barred when our management sees the footage on Monday. There's been a note made for management to look at that footage. However, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that, okay, the tenant was made aware of what that person did. Why were you not watching your guest? One rule. With guests, you walk them up and walk them down from your apartment. They cannot leave the apartment unless you walk with them. So basically, you have to escort them all over the building. If you have to do a trash run, if you have to do laundry, if you have to go downstairs to check your mail or something, they have to come with. They can't just stay in your apartment. They have to come with. Why was this person roaming around free? So obviously, two things had happened. This person either allowed them to roam around free, or this person snuck out when that person was doing something. And that could be like maybe they took a nap thinking that they're not going to roam around, but they did. I don't know. I don't know the details. All I know is this tenant was not aware that this guest was doing that, so they immediately escorted them out. Then they told me that the next time that they see this person, they're going to see if they can get my package. Why couldn't you have grabbed my package now? Obviously, this person had that package in their possession still, hopefully. Oh well, the item that they took was a Poppy Playtime neon green bunny. The character's name was Lightning Bunny from Smiling Critters from the Chapter 3 Poppy Playtime game. So if they plan to give this to a kid, I hope whoever sees it cusses them out. Because Lightning Bunny is a cannibalistic character from Poppy Playtime. There are clips of those little smiling critters eating something that looked like human guts in a certain sequence in the games. So, yeah. If they stole it because they wanted to give it to their little nephew or their little niece, you just gave, if they see this video, you just gave them something from a horror game. So I hope you enjoy. I hope that's your karma, that you got away with it. But think of it this way: you're not allowed here anymore. You've been barred. You've been barred. But I hope that tenant is a person of their word and they do get that item from me, because $9 gone. May have not been much, but it's gone. Money gone. And it was from AliExpress. I've already put in a report. And you know how AliExpress is. If AliExpress, if you say something went missing, they're going to be like, well, it says it's delivered. If it's delivered, it's delivered. You're not getting it back, yada, yada, yada. Which is why I don't do AliExpress too often. But it's the only place that sells the item cheap. So I guess I'm going to have to convert to eBay and try to get an item that's a lot more expensive, but one at a time. Because my plan was to get an overhaul of all the Smiling Critters. But how can I do that when On Track, and I hate On Track because they deliver at your door. And I specifically asked them, I've even asked Rant Desk to drop it off at reception and hold it at the front. But they don't. And I hate the fact that no matter what form of shipping I request, they deliver it to On Track. So I'm not happy. So yeah, there's been a lot of shit, including my hair. My hair's been uneven lately. I was thickening the hawk, so a lot of the ends here were short and the rest of it was long. And then when you have an anxiety attack, when you have a stress attack, because one, you're trying to follow the books, but for some reason something is preventing you from following the books, including stolen packages, and then nasty tenants that you don't associate with, make a comment saying, your hair looks choppy, your hair looks like it's been done yourself, like you did it yourself. It adds to the paranoia. So yeah, I did trim it. I tried to match it up to the new growth as best as I could. It looks like a buzz cut, but there is a hawk still in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. It's still a hawk. I call it my buzz cut hawk because it looks like a buzz cut in the front. Maybe I should find a Goth version of camouflage. Hell no, I will not wear camouflage. I cannot stand camouflage. So yeah, this was my rant. Not a good one. This is basically the life update, I guess. Oh yeah, housing. Found 6 possible potential places. I haven't said anything to my building yet because I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I'm hoping it happens because I want to get the hell out of here. I seriously want to get the hell out of here, but I'm not going to ask them for help. Because seriously, I don't want to end up moving from one shithole place that used to be a nice place that's turned into a shithole to move into another possible shithole that's run by the same organization or same connection of people that are connected to the people here. It is still from the same housing program, but not the same people that run this building. So the houses, the 6 that I have chosen to look at, there are, out of the 6, there are 3 potentials that I really like, and I'm hoping to get into one of them. So I will keep you updated on that. I have a lot of work to do. I have to get a file ready because April 2nd is when I'm meeting with my case manager at the place that I normally go to on Wednesdays to fill out apps, and then when I know I'm 100% approved, I will let the building know so I can get the final paperwork from them, and then hopefully get the hell out of this hell. Because let's be honest, when somebody comes up to me and tells me to go to hell, honey, we're already in hell. Quit telling people to go live in it. So, in note, some good news. Unfortunately, the place that I was hoping for, I haven't heard from. So, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm sorry this has not been a best video. It's my longest video. I managed to get it to 23 minutes. Full on rant. I wish I was able to record the get ready video, but it didn't happen, so I apologize. Hopefully I will remember to click the recorded video to make it official. You know, after I film, when I click stop, I click the small thumbnail, and when I click the thumbnail, it's fully saved. So fingers crossed I remember that next time. Fingers crossed I remember it this time. If you see this video, it means I remember. But just hope I still remember. And hopefully I can do more videos, more fun videos, less sad videos, less depression videos like this one, because I will admit this has been a depressing rant. I'm sorry for that. But at least the makeup looks good. Anyway, have a great day. Please like, subscribe, and click that bell, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.